Okay, this is another experiment. I've got open a fantastic modelling software plugin, which is actually free for download, by ACMEBARGIFT, and it's called Redshift Pickups. They also have a convolution plugin called Tribe, which apparently is very good for modelling acoustic sounds, which I'm going to have a play with that now in a minute, but not on this video. But this is, for my own purposes here, is just to test these pickups. Now, I'm Mac based, and so I can't do this in Logic. And what I've done is I've got Reaper loaded in Crossover for Mac, and so I'm running Reaper under Wine, which you can see is open here. I've got the track, just one track open, there's my effects there. The amp model that I'm using is the Out of the Tin Double Overdrive Special. Actually, let's just change that to, I do like their JTM 45. In there anyway. There's a bit of latency. Well, I've made that go away by actually reducing the number of buffers, which I think reduces the quality of the thing, but that means there's less latency. That's a bit of a trade-off, really. I think I might just have a quick look at that in a minute. So anyway, here's the plugin here. I get this problem because I don't run this on Windows, and they recommend that you have a 4-core 3 GHz processor to run this, and this is a dual-core 2 GHz processor. There you go, 2 GHz Intel Core Duo. I've got 2 GB of RAM in this machine, which I upgraded, but it's an original Intel, and it's running Snow Leopard, which you see there. So the wood types I can't get up with the interface. You can choose the materials that your guitar's made of. So whatever the default is, I think it's on the default. But what I can do is get this drop-down menu here, and this is a selection of different pickups. First, Single, Invasion, Latino, Infinity, etc. So I'm going to just go down a few of those, play a couple of bits and pieces, and see how so this is first single, so I guess that's the first single. See, this is a user interface. If I click this button here in Reaper, it gives me these, so you can see the pickup selections right over to the left on this slider, so I can't slide through them. Well, I could slide through them, but I wouldn't have a clue what they were. Pick volume, that's the pick on the initial sort of excitation of the string. Oh look, well on material we're somewhere over here. Material volume, so this is a blend between those different things. Master volume. So if I just put that back on, and just go back here, so I've got, these are the pickups. I'm just wondering if I can click anywhere else and get these materials. Materials, here we are, cool. Right, it says materials off. Well, let's just go for wood, and obviously I'm playing a hollow body Birdland, and I'm imagining that these are solid body guitars here. So let's just go with Douglas Fir with grain. Obviously this is a spruce carved top on this thing. So that was my materials, where did I? There we go, materials, excellent. Douglas Fir, so we've got that. And then we've got our first single as our pickup. So what I'm going to do is, the other thing I wanted to do was actually just get up a scope. Now, we have a choice, so we can have SpectraFoo or we can have Acoustic Toolbox. Many multitude of others I've got down here. Let's go with SpectraFoo. No, I'm not going to go with that one. I'm going to go with the other one. No, I've opened it. Software running temporary evaluation. Let's just quit. We've only got 10 days to go on the evaluation of that. But let's open this one. You can see my CPU may possibly be going through the roof here. Correct puzzles. Remind me later. Create new project. Right, what we really want is the oscilloscope here, really. Just for our purposes. There she goes. For anyone that's watched any of these other videos, they'll know that I've used this oscilloscope to look at the signal of this guitar with the straight output. There we are. So now this software is of great interest to me because obviously I'm interested in modelling my guitar collection, and effectively that's what this does, and I've read a little bit into how the ACMEBARGIFT guys have got this to work. I'm busy working on a patch in Max MSP to try and do something similar, and clearly what is happening here is the guitar signal produced by the pickups goes to the 1/4 inch jack, and then it goes into let me think if I got myself the wrong way around. Let's just remove that, get that at the top, and then we'll add one in. Just single model, and we like the black one, didn't we? Okay, so now in terms of what the oscilloscope should be seeing, is the oscilloscope seeing after the redshift or before? Well, I'm thinking that's after, because that does look different to the other. Of course, I mean, the proof of the pudding is actually listening to how they sound. We don't want to listen with our ears or listen with our wallets. So that's the first pickup. Let's have a look at this next one here. Invasion. British Invasion, I think that's maybe referring to. I I think. And so I'm thinking that's like the Beano Les Paul, and this amp as well. So that's a 59 humbucker. So now I'm looking at these, the scope, just to see that I mean, on the oscilloscope you obviously get the shape of a wave. In the other thing that would be interesting is a frequency domain scope for the Bowditch wave and the phase versus amplitude type stuff. But crude as it may be, this should be a pretty good way of just looking at these different waves to see, you know, what is happening. If I turn this off and this off, there you go. That's the guitar just on its own, going straight in. This guitar, and you can see what's happening with the wave shape there. Then if we turn on the pickup here, I think you can see that the way that the signal decays and what happens at the attack, you've got a different wave shape, and that is the convolved signal that this software is actually dealing with, and in terms of how it sounds. So let's just do this again. This is the guitar, this guitar straight in. If anyone's seen the other videos, then that waveform should be fairly familiar. Slightly confused as to why that's making any noise at all. But hey, anyway, thinking out loud. Anyway, here we go. This is with the first. Come on. Right, first single pickup. Okay. So then let's just put the amp model on. Okay. That's interesting. It sends a signal back to a bit more like it was originally. It's very interesting. The moots come on. That's obviously giving the CPU a bit of a mollering there. Yeah, you can see. Okie dokie. So let's see. Right, we want to go back to this one, and we want to try this pickup, which should take us more back to this, I think. Yeah, it's more back to a humbucker, as you can see. Let's just compare them again. This is nothing. Persevere. So let's have a look and see what else we've got here then. Oblong blade. Okay, so there's a blade pickups. Let's try that. Just kicked in there. See, what was interesting about the pickups, and as I was demonstrating the other day, the pickups have a really big impression on the overall tone of the guitar. At first, when you first strike the strings, because that's obviously when there's the highest amount of energy, and then that, the way a guitar then decays the signal is more it's a different slope, a different curve, and the way that the magnets and the coil interact to generate the signal, is more influenced by the initial kind of waveform, because that energy sort of is almost preserved as it goes through the process, whereas with an acoustic guitar it's more spread out. Obviously you have the initial energy, but it dissipates in a different way, and you can see what I mean if you look at the waveforms or if you listen to the decay. So anyway, this one here is the single with the blade pickup. I quite like it. It's quite shiny, isn't it? I like that sound. I'll be coming back to that one. Oblong blade. Billy's Big 500. A few people I've noticed on the forum have been mentioning that these names, it's difficult to discern what's what. This is the latest download of Redshift. There's another one. Apparently, I guess this must be the version 1 still. Painted ham sandwich. Okay. the pickups that are on this. These are 68 PAF humbuckers, and those are patent humbuckers, and it's more or less doing with the absence of the bloom there, and I think that pickup bloom is actually a something that you get from a solid body rather than a hollow body. Let's just turn those off. That's very similar. Turn that off. Turn these on. That's interesting. Let's have a look now. Patent ham sandwich 2. So, I don't know. Maybe some are originals and some of the new. Yes, what would be interesting? It would be the PRS humbuckers, which are made on Gibson's original tooling, and see how they compare. Anyway, this is, you can see what we're. I'm just gonna, well, let's just try something else. ACMEBARGIFT Monstro version C. Right, well, these are, and these guys that make these models are fantastic, and it's always fun to see what they can. Right, okay, as you will see, the bane of my life with this is going to be trying to run this under Y, to try to figure another way around that, but that would be interesting to listen to.